Hi everyone, this is Jackie, also known as Titi Gordy from Bronx Baubles. Today I'm going to be covering my recent junk jewelry jaunt. I went on a shopping spree in the last month and I bought up all kinds of jewelry, and so I'm going to go over the pieces of jewelry that I bought, my recent acquisitions, and maybe a little bit of why I decided to buy the pieces. So let's get started without further ado. But before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit like and leave me some comments. I read all of them and I respond to all of them. So go ahead and do that. So let's get started. The first bracelet I'm going to show you is this one right here. Okay, this bracelet I bought because I love the substantial weight of it, and I love that inside is a mesh, and the way that the clasp was constructed, I knew that it was a quality bracelet, but I didn't know anything about the maker. And the maker is Grasse, Germany, 1967. And so I knew that it was some kind of name brand, but I didn't know how important this brand is. This brand was the maker for Christian Dior. So they made the jewelry for Christian Dior, and these were two German gentlemen from Germany, and a lot of their jewelry is dated like 1967, 1968, 1964, things like that. But in addition to making jewelry for Christian Dior, they also made jewelry for Schiaparelli. So their jewelry is pretty high quality. Now this bracelet, I almost left it because it was tarnished, and I can tell by the inside. If you look in between the links, you can see that there's like a bright gold, and they always gold plated their jewelry. And so I still bought it anyway because for a couple of dollars, I knew that it was definitely worth it. And I like the articulation of it. And I have something similar to this bracelet, but in silver. And so this was a really, really good find. This bangle I bought is almost like a lucite, and you can tell the difference between plastic and lucite because lucite has a little bit more weight to it. And what I liked about this bracelet is the way the colors, it looked like those colors that you put a whole bunch of color in a vat of water and you spin the water, and so the colors start to mix. That's what this looks like. You have blue, pink, orange, yellow, purple, clear, all kinds of colors. I really like this one because I like these big chunky bracelets. And this kind of reminds me of the 1980s. Then I spotted this guy here. Is this a coral brooch? Coral is probably one of the most prolific costume jewelry makers out there, and they were stationed in Rhode Island, I believe. They are the most prolific costume jewelry. So if you're starting out in costume jewelry, start collecting these coral pieces because you can get them at relatively inexpensive prices. Some of the coral, depending on, you know, like if you get the coral duets and things like that, they end up being a little on the more expensive side. And then I saw this brooch, and there's no significance to this brooch, only in that it's probably like 3 inches long. It has this beautiful enamel rose bud and enamel leaf, and the leaf has some texture in it, which is a nice little detail, gives it a little bit more quality. It's no name brand, there's no name brand on it, but I bought this piece because my daughter's middle name is Rose, and so I'm very partial to buy things that has that rose motif on it. With you a little bit about what I'm wearing, because these are also recent acquisitions. This necklace here is from Swarovski. I knew it was Swarovski when I saw the little swan. You're not going to see it spelled out like some of the other jewelry makers. In this case, you have to know what the symbol means. So that's important for you when you're out there looking for jewelry, to look for the symbol. And in this case, the symbol was a swan. And so I knew that this was Swarovski. These earrings here are from Elizabeth Cole. I don't know if she's related to Kenneth Cole. I don't know if she's related to Nat King Cole. I've never seen the brand. So that's the other nice thing about going out costume jewelry shopping, is you always discover something new that you never knew before. And in this case, I need to do my research to find out a little bit more about Elizabeth Cole. But what I did like was that starburst quality, and the crystals were very bright and shiny, and I knew they were quality. Here is a very iconic Coach bangle, and it's multicolored. It has a lot of different colors to it. This one wasn't from my recent purchase. I've gotten this maybe 6 months ago. And this is a ring that I got at the thrift store, believe it or not. It's a 14 karat gold citrine ring, and you can see this ring in my vintage cocktail ring video that I did. So let's get back to the jewelry on hand. Here is another very, very unique piece. This piece here, I just was very inquisitive about it. It's a choker. It's probably about 16 inches. See how high it goes up on your neck. And the material is very, very interesting, because this material, this is actually a stone, a pebble. Any stone or pebble that you can get right off the streets. And it looked like somebody painted it, and they painted it this form setting, and they painted the front and they painted the back, and they lacquered it, and they signed it. I tried to do some research on this piece, the signature, and I could not find it, so it's perhaps an artisan piece. But on the bottom, you can't really see, I don't think, is marked sterling. I like the curiosity of it, that it's something that you don't see on a regular basis. This piece is gorgeous, and the fact that they use a different type of material than a metal to make this piece, or regular glass stones. This was made with pebbles and rocks. Here is a piece that I just absolutely loved, and this is a Juliana DeLisa and Elister. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They call it D&E or Juliana jewelry. And what I love about that is the specialty stone. So I started to get into the specialty stones, and in this case, the specialty stone is called Margarita. And there's two of them, one on the top and then one on the bottom. And then the way the back is constructed, I did my research on this piece here, and it's a genuine Juliana piece, D&E. And Juliana is not a brand. It's I don't know what you call it. It's a style. The way it's constructed, the use of this filigree, the puddling of the back, and as I've said before, sometimes the back tells you more than what the front tells you. Sometimes you can date a piece just on the way the back is constructed, and the use of these margarita stones. Anytime you have rhinestones that are in a different shape or color with unique combinations, those always command a little bit more, because people, collectors, like to collect those. And then we're gonna go to this necklace here. This is a beautiful, beautiful rope chain necklace with rhinestone setting, glue set into the links. This is probably 16 inches long, and it's a choker. And I would date this to the 80s. People are really digging the 80s. That's my generation. And in addition to digging the 80s, in a few years' time, they're going to be the next future highly sought after vintage jewelry. And then at some point, there'll be antiques, probably after I'm long gone. But this is a Kenneth J. Lane necklace. And I can tell by the KJL, so Kenneth J. Lane. This is a necklace that I bought. It's an ordinary chain. It's not marked. It's a solid piece. There's no clasps. You just loop it over your neck. And I just liked the way it was constructed. It has that rat tail, really high quality construction. And the way they knotted it, it's like you can't find the beginning or the end of it. And these are excellent for layering. I also purchased these earrings. There really are nothing to them. They're not marked on the back. They don't have like, well, there's a little bit of weight to them. I like the style of them. I don't know. I just felt like, you know what, Jackie, just grab them. Here is another clip-on earrings, merino. And these sort of reminded me of vintage earrings. Victorian, excuse me, it's a Victorian. So it's a vintage earring made after a Victorian design. And I bought these because they were marked merino, and I don't really have any merino jewelry in my collection, but I like the fact that they look well constructed and this tassel, gold tassel. So I like anything with that sort of movement. So that's why I purchased these. And the next set is, I worked at a wine company when I lived out on Long Island. And so I'm a little partial to anything that reminds me of wine. I'm not these earrings. These are grapes. And they're not Italian. They actually say hecho in Mexico. But these are these beautiful grape in sterling silver. And then the leaves are made with brass. And that's what they look like on. They're really, really cute. And then I found this one, which I thought was perhaps Mexican too. Not, it's actually from Peru. And normally I don't see Peruvian, you know, I looked at this and I don't necessarily think Peru, but these are from Peru. I love the Omega backing, so you never have to worry about losing the back. I love these. And they're marked 925. They have like a coral little dot center with some black onyx. And that's what that looks like. These are my kite earrings. Then I bought this piece that's not marked at all. It was a little bit more pricier than what I normally pay, but I just love the motif. I love the green, and this is either glass, oops, excuse me. This is either a glass or jade, perhaps. I'm not sure if it's just glass or jade. I don't know what this circle means. And it has two areas. You could either put it on a very thin chain with this little loop here, or on a bigger chain. Even like a cloth chain, you could probably put it on. I don't know anything about this, where it was made, who created it. I just liked it. But when you see the unique things that you know you can't get anywhere, sometimes you just go for it. I just love this. This is just, I don't know. I like these ethnic necklaces. I don't wear them as often as I should. And I don't wear them as much as I love them. I should wear them more often because they're very showy. When I do wear them, I get probably the most compliments ever. It's because people recognize the fact that that's a piece of jewelry that doesn't get shown or seen on people often, and so they show appreciation. They feel that they can't pull it off, so they'll see somebody else wearing it and they give the compliment. And so these came with some fabulous earrings. The earrings alone are just worth the price of what I paid for this, and I really didn't pay a whole lot for this set. And I'm gonna wear this summer, promise. Then I have these two bracelets. These bracelets, this one is Tibetan, and this one I'm not sure where it came from. So let's get started with this one first. This is constructed with turquoise and silver, although this is not marked silver, so I'm not sure if it really is silver or not. And I just think that this really is a stunning piece to wear. I would love to get a necklace to go with this and some earrings. I'll be wearing these, I'm sure. This here, what I love, it's actually two bracelets in one. So you have the coral or the red Yes, and that is coral. And you could see the striations on there. So that's genuine coral. And the back of it is mother of pearl. So you could wear it as a mother of pearl piece, or you could wear it as a coral piece. So this bracelet is 2 bracelets for the price of 1. And speaking of coral, here is a fabulous, fabulous coral necklace. Look how cute that is. And that looks good with a white t-shirt, a jean shirt, a black shirt, any kind of shirt. What I liked and I thought was adorable on this piece was the clasp. And look at the clasp. It's a little heart with, you know, a toggle. And heart toggle is a 3-piece set that I bought. And I bought them at 3 separate times. I'm gonna show you the necklace first. Can you see what this necklace is made from? Can you tell? Here. How about with this? Can you tell what this necklace is made from? This is actually a fork. So what they did was they cut off the fork part and they twirled the tongs of the fork into these little spirally little combinations. An octopus or an eyes or a mustache. It's one of those abstract pieces. And so I got that, and then I found this ring. Can you tell what this ring is made from? It's made from a fork too. And so this fork is, it has so much weight. This is not even the whole fork. This is like, you know, the majority of the piece. So it was a really heavy fork. And this fork had patent 1924, 1835 R. Wallace. It's not sterling silver, I don't think. But they made this fabulous, fabulous design, abstract, modern. And so I had to get that. So imagine wearing this. You got the necklace, you got the ring, and all you need are the earrings. Now these pieces don't go for a lot of money. I just love the whimsical quality of them. I found these earrings. And these earrings were more expensive than I normally would have paid. I think these went for like $10, and I normally wouldn't pay that much, but I kind of felt like if I wanted to wear this set, these earrings would go with it. It's like little hooks, fishing hooks. I also recently bought this beautiful, fabulous plant, and it had these hooks on it, and it's like, it hangs from my window. And when I saw this, it reminded me of that plant. And so I figured, you know, just go ahead and buy it, spend a little extra money. And so I did. I also love the fabulous backs that came with it. These are these big backs. And I'm always losing these backs, but I would hate to lose this back because this back is a high quality back. It says $9.25 on it. That's all for this haul. I have several more incredible pieces that I'm going to show you in part 2 of the haul. So I didn't want to take too much time making this video. So I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I did creating it. I'll do part 2 so you can see what that looks like with the rest of the haul that I have. And some of those pieces are like pieces that I was looking for a long time, and I found it. So it's like treasure hunting, and when you find the treasure, it gets you really excited. Well, I was ecstatic. Like if I had just bought that one piece, it would have been worth everything. So with that, I'm gonna let you go. Hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, ring the bell for notifications. And so with that, I'm gonna let you go, and adios.